Good morning, happy Saturday. It's time to head to the brand new flea market, the coolest flea market that's only open once a month at the local high school. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I love to head to flea markets, garage sales, antique stores, thrift stores in search of amazing, unique, fun Star Wars finds to add to my random collection. I love this flea market. This is it's much more intimate than the flea markets I usually go to. This is like a neighborhood. Everyone's just selling from their attic. So I feel like you find some really good deals. It's like just kind of like a garage sale, like a big block sale. Yeah, like I said, very intimate. This is all from the neighborhood selling at the high school. I came across this box of majority of just Power of the Force figures, and it's taken me a very long time to discipline myself, not just grabbing any figure just because it's a Star Wars. I have to really, really want something. But definitely Revenge of the Sith really these figures really stood out to me because it's Revenge of the Sith. I love them. I just really love the packaging, so I'm really kind of leaning towards this Anakin and Obi-Wan figure, no doubt. It's just very iconic. I feel like that, just any of the merch that came out during Revenge of the Sith, it kind of had that shaded blue Vader helmet. Again, I come across these figures all the time. It just depends on my mood, I guess. And not to knock on Power of the Force. I think it's a great line. It's actually my earliest memories of Star Wars figures. But I come across them from time to time. This is cool. This is a Trinity Matrix figure. It was a little pricey. I don't know if it's because the Matrix is having a new movie coming out, but he kind of upped the price on that one. This is the C-3PO Battle Droid combo that I actually already have, but I just love looking at this. Okay, and this is really awesome. This is actually locally like handmade. Someone made this out of wood and then detail. Yeah, this is handmade. And I probably shouldn't I was obviously just so blown away by it. He did actually want it. He had a pretty heavy price on it. But he said if it doesn't get sold the next month I'm there, he'll kind of take my offer. So I'm hoping when I go in a few weeks, it's still there, and then I can bring this bad boy home. But the price was a little too much for me at the moment. But like I said, hopefully it's there, and then he's willing to accept my offer. And this vendor had quite a bit of a collection. I mean, just look at that van. That van is just so cool. Just if you're going to attract people, have a nice, cool yellow van to kind of, sell your stuff on. I really like these collector series, those dolls, those 12-inch figures, but I haven't really had one that really catch my eye yet. This vendor was, he's actually always here, and I always see this, majority of these things every time I go. Again, nothing was really catching my eye. More Power of the Force. Actually, some of them that I already have already. But yeah, he just has a pretty cool collection of stuff. A lot of vintage toys, like cars and stuff. And in this box, you never know. I kind of have to go through and make sure there's anything that I really, really want. I'm really upset I did not get this Shadows of the Empire Chewbacca. It's really bugging me. But spoiler alert, guys, I did not get it. This is an episode 1 sneak preview of Mace Windu. I actually have this. They gave this figure out right before the movie, and it was in that cool, just not in that classic, episode 1 packaging. It was in that green one. That was Cooper right there for you. He was asking I was debating on getting the mixed figure bags, but I kind of got a peek of them. A little pricey, so I decided to pass. Okay, so this vendor had this is kind of really what really speaks to me, is just like this stuff, like just like the most different random mixed box of things. Look at this Chewbacca mask. I mean, I got a really big kick out of this box just for those masks. Here's a Tauntaun here for you. And I'm telling you, I don't know. It really just depends on my mood. Okay, this Return of the Jedi collector's magazine I've just really been after for a very long time. You guys know how much I love collecting magazines, especially like vintage ones and any behind the scenes stuff that I can get for, just any behind the scenes stuff I can get that talks about my favorite movies, I'm all about. I actually have this complete Laserdisc set, which, shout out if you guys have a Laserdisc player. I'm really trying to get one. This was I am very upset, and I hate always rewatching these, and when I, edit these videos. I did not get this Boba Fett, and I'm really upset that I didn't. I think this is a Disney store. It sold at the Disney store and like in 2014 it was sold along. I actually have a Luke Skywalker similar to that. But yeah, it's really bugging me. That was a model kit. That when I picked up the box, it seemed very incomplete, so I decided to kind of pass on that, obviously. But this magazine is really neat. I've seen it, and I'm finally happy to have picked this up. This is cool. These are just like kind of just the box of trading cards, the original Batman with the bubble gum. Now, if it was a Star Wars one, I probably would have spent quite a bit of money if it was a complete box set like that. But I know those are very pricey. This is cool. This is a Iron Man Slurpee promotional stand. If it was Revenge of the Sith, the Slurpee rollout they had, I would have definitely picked that up. But yeah, that was my fun little flea market haul. Can't wait to show you guys a little bit more on what I got. I always get asked, like, what are you looking for and what are you focusing on in your collection? Honestly, it's all over the place. Go to these flea markets, garage sales, thrift stores, not knowing if anything will be there. A lot of Star Wars stuff there today, but I always gotta really walk away with things that I for sure want. It took me a while to just kind of pace myself a little bit and not just pick up anything that says Star Wars. With that being said, I could not walk away without this Tusken Raider mask because Halloween's around the corner. I have a scarecrow that I'm gonna put this mask on, and it's just gonna sit in my front yard. And my goal is to really bring joy to the neighborhood during the season, maybe scare some kids along the way. I don't know. Really decent, material. It's not very flimsy like some Halloween masks, but this is pretty nice. But yeah, I totally can't wait for this. Insane holding this up right now. For $3, to me, that's a steal, for considering the holiday cheer I'll be bringing with this mask is unmatched, in my opinion. Return of the Jedi magazine for $1. Collector's edition, 1983. You guys know that I love collecting any magazine or anything that you know, is just like a collector's item. Also, anything that's gonna just enrich my knowledge of just the behind the scenes stuff that happened in my favorite movies. I'm just all about. I'm really glad that I found it. I'm telling you, it's in very nice condition. Return of the Jedi is just like my comfort movie that I can literally put on any day and just feel comforted by. And I had to pick this up because as I was going through this, in this section, it's called On Location. It gave a shout out to Yuma, Arizona, or where Yuma, Arizona is. I don't blame you. Yuma, Arizona is a very small, kind of like a border town near Mexico. My entire, almost majority of my entire extended family lives in Yuma, Arizona. And it's just a very small town. And back when they were shooting Return of the Jedi, they invaded that whole town. And I mean, I can imagine just the amount of crew that was there. And that's where they filmed the barge scene. And it's so cool. So every time I go visit family, which I just did recently, you can drive in, as you're driving into Yuma, you will pass by the Imperial Sand Dunes, pretty much the location of where they filmed Return of the Jedi. Wild, and this is pretty cool. It's just a special connection that I have, and what an ultimate flex, you know. Yuma is very small, but guess what? That's where they filmed a scene, one of the best scenes in Return of the Jedi. So, shout out. And I really, again, I try and pace myself as far as collecting. This is just kind of, it took me a while to kind of get to that place, but I did have to get this Anakin and Obi-Wan Revenge of the Sith. These figures are so cool. The packaging is just so iconic. Any Revenge of the Sith, it's like that blue Vader, that blue like color of Vader. It's just very iconic. Anything related to Revenge of the Sith, these for $5. Love them. They're gonna stay in the packaging because they're just so iconic. And you can probably get them for like $10 on eBay. So plus I don't have to deal with shipping, so 2 for $10. Any character was Anakin and Obi-Wan, so I could not resist. Sold them for. So cool. Know what you guys think and what was your guys' favorite item, or what should I have gotten. Thanks for checking out my video. If you guys are new, welcome. If you guys haven't subscribed already, subscribe to my channel for more Star Wars thrifting on your way. Bye.